Imagine walking into your kitchen in the middle of April and pulling fresh, crunchy bell peppers or super hot jalapenos straight off your own plant. No supermarket trip, no expensive imported peppers, nothing. Most gardeners think peppers are done once winter hits. They die, you throw them away, and you have to start all over again next spring. But what if I told you there's one simple trick that lets you plant your peppers once and keep harvesting them all year round? Year after year, forever. Stick with me for the next 12 minutes because this one change is about to completely transform your garden and your grocery bill. Hey everyone, welcome back to your channel. I'm your name, and if you're tired of buying peppers every single month, you are in the exact right place. Today, I'm showing you the exact way I plant peppers so I literally never have to buy new plants or start from seed ever again. Here's the game changer most people don't know. Peppers are actually perennial plants in their native home. They can live and produce for 3, 5, even 10 years if you treat them right. The simple trick? Plant them in containers from day one and use my easy overwintering method that takes less than 10 minutes. Why most people fail and the container planting secret. Most gardeners think peppers are annual plants that die every winter. So they throw them away and start fresh every spring. That's the biggest mistake. Peppers are actually perennial plants from tropical regions. In the right conditions, they can live and produce fruit for 3, 5, even up to 10 years. The reason they die in most home gardens is simple. Frost kills them, and people plant them directly in the ground, making it impossible to move them indoors when cold weather hits. The simple trick that changes everything is planting peppers in containers from day one. Containers give you total control. You can move the plants indoors for winter and back outside in spring without shocking the roots. Start with healthy seedlings or seeds 8 to 10 weeks before your last frost date. Choose any variety: bell peppers, jalapenos, habaneros, cayenne. The method works exactly the same. Here's exactly how to plant them the right way. Pick a 5 to 10 gallon pot or grow bag with plenty of drainage holes. Bigger pots mean bigger roots and bigger harvests later. Fill the pot with a special mix: 50% high-quality potting soil, 30% compost for nutrients, and 20% perlite or coarse sand so water drains fast and roots never rot. Plant the seedling deep. Bury the stem up to 2 or 3 inches above the original soil line. Peppers love to grow extra roots along the buried stem, making the whole plant stronger and more productive. After planting, water thoroughly until water runs out the bottom. Then place the pot in a spot that gets at least 6 to 8 hours of direct sunlight every day. If you're starting indoors, use a grow light for the first few weeks. Within 30 days, you'll see explosive growth. The container method is the foundation of the whole Grow Peppers All Year system because it turns a fragile plant into a portable, long-living machine. Once you plant this way, you never have to buy new pepper starts again. You'll save money every single year, and your plants will get bigger and more productive with each season. That's the power of the container secret. It's the one change that makes everything else possible. Summer care from massive, non-stop harvests. Now that your peppers are planted in containers the right way, it's time to give them summer care that keeps them pumping out fruit non-stop from early summer until late fall. Consistent care is what separates a few peppers from buckets of peppers every week. Watering is the most important part. Peppers like deep, infrequent watering. Check the top inch of soil with your finger. When it feels dry, water slowly and deeply until water runs out the bottom of the pot. Never let the soil stay soggy or completely bone dry for days. In hot weather, you may need to water every 2 to 3 days. A simple moisture meter takes all the guesswork out. Feeding is next. For the first 4 to 6 weeks after planting, give them a balanced liquid fertilizer every 2 weeks to build strong leaves and stems. Once flowers appear, switch to a low nitrogen, high phosphorus and potassium fertilizer, something like 5-10-10 or tomato fertilizer. This pushes the plant to make flowers and fruit instead of just more leaves. I also like to add a handful of compost or worm castings to the top of the soil every month for slow-release nutrients. Pruning early makes a huge difference. When the plant is about 8 to 10 inches tall, pinch off the top growing tip. This forces the plant to grow bushier with more branches and more flowers. Remove any yellow leaves or small suckers at the base so all the energy goes into fruit production. Harvest every pepper as soon as it reaches full size and color. The more you pick, the more the plant keeps producing. Leaving ripe peppers on the plant actually slows down new fruit formation. I pick every other day in peak season and get dozens of peppers per plant. One bonus tip most people miss: plant basil or marigolds in a separate pot right next to your peppers. These companion plants keep aphids and other pests away naturally. With this summer care routine, your container peppers will stay healthy, green, and loaded with fruit right up until the first frost warning. You'll be amazed how many peppers one plant can give you when you follow these exact steps. Simple overwintering trick and spring wake up. This is the money step, the exact overwintering trick that lets the same plants live and produce year after year. It takes less than 10 minutes and works like magic. In late fall, right before your first expected frost, do these steps in order. First, harvest every single pepper left on the plant, even the small green ones. Then move the entire pot indoors or to a protected spot. If you plant it in the ground by mistake, carefully dig up the plant with a big root ball and repot it immediately. Next comes the heavy prune. Cut the entire plant back to just 6 to 12 inches tall. Remove about 70 to 80% of the leaves and branches, always cutting just above a leaf node. Yes, it looks dramatic, but this forces the plant to go dormant and saves energy for winter survival. Don't worry, it will grow back stronger in spring. Shake off the old soil, rinse the roots gently, and repot in fresh potting mix. You can even use a slightly smaller pot now because the plant is smaller. Dip the roots in a mild neem soap solution if you see any pests. For the winter home, find a cool, bright spot. 50 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit is perfect. A south-facing window, an unheated garage with a window, or under cheap LED grow lights works great. Water very sparingly, only when the soil is almost completely dry. The plant will look sleepy and drop a few more leaves. That's normal. In early spring, 4 to 6 weeks before your last frost date, move the plant to a warmer spot indoors. New green growth will explode within days. Gradually harden it off by taking it outside for a few hours each day, then fully move it back outside when nights stay above 50 degrees. Follow this overwintering method, and the same plant will come back bigger, bushier, and more productive every single year. I've had some pepper plants producing for 4 years straight using exactly these steps. No more buying new plants, no more starting seeds every spring, just bigger harvests forever. That's the complete system: container planting, summer care, and this simple overwintering trick. Do these 3 things, and you will grow peppers all year round from the same plants for years to come.
No more empty winter plates, just bigger and better harvests year after year. Now it's your turn. Drop a comment below. Have you ever tried overwintering peppers before? Which variety are you planting this season? Bell, jalapeno, or something hotter? Let me know. If this video helped you, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss another game-changing gardening hack. So there you have it. Plant your peppers in containers this way, give them the right summer care, and use that super simple overwintering trick, and you'll be harvesting fresh peppers 365 days a year from the exact same plants. No more buying new starts every spring. I've got a free printable pepper checklist waiting for you in the description. Grab it now. Thanks for watching, happy growing, and I'll see you in the next video. Go plant some peppers today.